got to the Echo headquarters here in Lake Zurich, Illinois. We're going to be doing some stuff with Echo at the factory, Wally with Beach River Landscapes, and Brian with Top Notch behind me. I'm just going to head in here and see what we got going on.
Spread.
Listen,
Healthy eating this weekend, guys.
but you got some grapes.
As he spits it out.
Start with kind of the first product, gasoline-powered product here on the wall that was ever built by Echo. So if you look at the history of Echo, it actually dates back to about 1947, and one of the first products we developed at that time was what we would almost call today like a belly spreader. So it was an agricultural spreader for spreading pesticides, herbicides, seeds, basically a method of applying either powders, granules, seeds, right? And it was pretty primitive. I mean, for 1947, it was probably pretty high tech. But it was a strap that basically would have this metal box that kind of sat right on your chest, and then it had a hand crank. And basically, you would put your material in there, right? And you'd walk around, and it would spread the material. It was obviously a lot more efficient and more accurate than just taking handfuls and throwing it, right? So that was 1947. As that product kind of gained some popularity, it was like, all right, how can we make it even more efficient? How can we even cover bigger areas? You know, what can we do to increase this spreading of agricultural products? So they came up with what was called a knapsack duster. So picture a two-stroke engine. This doesn't actually have the blower tubes on it, so I'll kind of jump to this one here. This agricultural product is basically put up into this tank. And then what would happen is there would be a tube that would come down and basically just gravity feed right into the airstream of this blower. Now you gotta keep in mind that the leaf blower at this point didn't exist. There was no such thing as a leaf blower. So this duster mixture chemicals would come down, hit the airstream, and basically spread out. So it was a more efficient, more effective way, less labor intensive. You have to sit there all day doing this way of spreading agricultural type products. So at this point, again, the leaf blower didn't exist, right? So all of a sudden, we're shipping these products all across the country. We started getting these tanks back from a warranty standpoint. So the director of product service at the point basically called the dealer and said, why are you guys sending back all these water tanks? I pressure tested them, there's no issues with them. And the dealer said, you're not going to believe this. I got these guys out in California that are taking these tanks off, they're welding a piece of metal in here, and they're using it to blow junk around. And that was basically the invention of leaf blowers. So it turned out in California, where you have a lot of the property line separation is hedges, right? You got different types of shrubs and hedges. And what would happen is leaves and dirt and debris would build up in between those hedges. The only way to really get that out was to use a rake, right? Or sometimes even get on your hands and knees and get in there and kind of scoop it out. But what the landscapers are doing is taking the tank off, modifying it, and basically blowing that debris out from the hedges and then collecting it on the other side. So it was direct, basically end user feedback and application that allowed us to develop So we then took a DM9 from the factory, said, well, people don't want the tank, we'll remove the tank, and we built our first backpack leaf blower, which was called the PB9 for power blower, and that was basically the invention of the leaf blower. We were also HC165. We were one of the first manufacturers to come up with a double-sided, double reciprocating blade. So what that means is there's actually two blades on there that move in opposite directions. So one blade's moving forward on the hedge clipper, one's moving back. So one gives you faster cutting, but also reduces the amount of vibration that's transferred to the operator. So even to this day, a lot of companies out there that make hedge clippers do not use double reciprocating. They have one fixed blade and just one blade moves back and forth. Every single unit we make is double-sided, double reciprocating.